We have all felt lost in our 20s, adrift, overwhelmed, and behind. But it's neither a glitch nor failure. It's the first brutal proof that you are alive, and you are changing. Most will panic, most will numb themselves, but a few, a rare few, will see this confusion for what it truly is, a rite of passage. In this video, we won't offer easy answers or self-help slogans. We'll trace the deeper, darker path through philosophy, psychology, and history to reveal why feeling lost is not a problem to solve, but a doorway to becoming someone new. Feeling lost today is not any different from the ancient days of our ancestors. Every culture, every civilization has understood that to cross from youth into adulthood, you must first lose the map. But this truth isn't something we openly acknowledge in our culture. Today, being lost is seen as failure, a mistake that needs fixing immediately. But the truth is deeper, more complex. If you're feeling lost, it's because you are no longer the person you once were. You are in transition, but transitions are uncomfortable by nature. You have entered the space between who you were and who you are becoming. And that liminal space is always unsettling. In this state of disorientation, the world around feels uncertain, and it's tempting to seek comfort in the familiar. But the feeling of being lost isn't something to be avoided. It's something to be embraced, because it's the beginning of a new chapter in life. Philosophy begins in wonder, said Plato. But wonder, real wonder, often looks like terror. It's the feeling that something fundamental in your life is collapsing, and you don't know how to hold it together. You realize the old coordinates, success, happiness, approval, don't guide you anymore. You ask, what matters? What lasts? Who am I? As Nietzsche warned, the death of God can only happen in the person first, before the culture feels its effects. When the metaphysical framework falls apart, when the moral systems we once clung to no longer satisfy, what then? Who do we become if our traditional values no longer fit? The 20s are when the false scaffolding collapses. Nietzsche called it the death of old gods, the crumbling of inherited beliefs before anything new has been built. You are not failing, you are awakening. But awakening is violent. It demands that you unlearn before you can learn. It demands that you endure confusion without rushing to anesthetize it. The philosopher in crisis must confront that uncertainty head-on. Jung spoke of this moment as the emergence of the shadow, those parts of us we've repressed but now rise to consciousness, demanding to be integrated. The world no longer offers easy answers. You are forced to question everything: the life you've lived, the values you've inherited, the very identity you've carried up until this point. In philosophical terms, you are moving from a state of ontological certainty to ontological crisis. And in this crisis, you may feel disconnected from everyone around you. And that is normal. In fact, it's essential. For only by questioning everything, the foundation of your past, can a more authentic future be built. At the psychological level, the feeling of being lost is unavoidable, even necessary. Carl Jung saw this confusion as part of the individuation process, the painful separation from the collective masks we wear. In your teens, you live by external scripts: grades, popularity, approval, clear metrics. In your 20s, those scripts dissolve. You must author your own meaning now. But the ego resists. It fears collapse. Anxiety spikes. Depression shadows you. The mind clings to old identities that no longer fit. This is the psychic death required before a fuller life can begin. The lostness felt is the mind shedding illusions it once needed to survive. It hurts because it must. You are not who you thought you were, and that is terrifying. But it's also freedom. Without the false armor, you can finally see what is real. The midlife crisis is often seen as a cliche, but what is it really? In truth, it's often the second phase of the process you are already going through. You are shedding the old self that was formed under external pressure and rebirthing a more authentic version. This phase of emotional breakdown often results in periods of deep loneliness. The imposter syndrome creeps in. You feel like a fraud, unworthy, incapable. But this is precisely the tension that creates space for the true self to emerge. Once you step through the pain, you will find a deeper, more confident person on the other side. You are not who you were before, and that's the beauty of the process. Cultures from across time have long understood the necessity of disorientation. In tribal societies, rites of passage involved isolation, darkness, and trial, a symbolic death before re-entry into the community. The Greeks spoke of a descent into the underworld necessary for any hero. Dante wandered the dark wood. Christ spent 40 days in the desert. The Buddha starved under the Bodhi tree. They did not find their truths in comfort or clarity. They found them in confusion, collapse, and confrontation with themselves. Modern culture tries to bypass this. We medicate, we distract, we hustle. But the ancient wisdom remains. Without the breakdown, there is no breakthrough. When you feel lost, you are closer to truth than you realize. You are standing where countless souls have stood before, trembling, confused, but on the cusp of transformation. You are not failing. You are beginning the journey that will remake you. And that journey is sacred. The problem with contemporary life is not that people are lost. The problem is they are unwilling to stay lost long enough to find themselves. The wilderness is not to be feared. It is to be traversed. To be lost is not to be broken. It's to be on the verge of something unimaginable. Most will retreat, cling to shallow certainties, or even drown in distractions. But a rare few, will walk forward into the mist. They will endure the silence, befriend the confusion, and let their old self die, so that something larger can be born. There is no map for this journey. There is only courage. You are never late, nor are you failing. You aren't alone in this. You are being initiated into yourself. So let yourself be lost. Stay with the discomfort. Walk forward without knowing the destination. And in time, without warning, you will find that you have become someone new and ready to live life to the fullest.